in the Lone Star Land, with boots on my feet and dreams in my hand. A little sassy but a whole lot of grace. You'll see that fire when you look at my face. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Barbecue smoke, Friday night lights, cheering for the Astros under Texas skies. A little bit stubborn, a whole lot of charm. This big old heart will keep you warm. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Barbecue smoke, Friday night lights, cheering for the Astros under Texas skies. A little bit stubborn, a whole lot of charm. This big old heart will keep you warm. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. From the bluebonnet fields to the city streets, every step I take feels like home to me. With a little sass and a lot of pride, this Texas girl's got nothing to hide. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright.
Gummy shoe prints, laid them down the street. Chocolate wrappers hiding secrets sweet. They don't miss a beat, they've got a knack. With licorice ropes pulling answers back. Twist the wrapper to reveal the truth. A sticky web spun by a candy sloop. No sour lies can escape the grip. These lollipops all
Sebastian, sweet boy, where have you gone? The sun sets low, but we keep marching on. The wind whispers your name soft through the pines, a melody aching in these hearts of mine. Roads are endless, the nights are cold, but your story's a light we'll never let go. Where are you, sweet boy Sebastian? We're searching the hills, the rivers, the plains. You deserve better, oh you deserve better. And your army is fighting through heartache and pain. Your laughter once rang like bells through the air. Now silence just lingers, it's more than we can bear. We carry your memory, a flag in our hands. Through shadows and valleys, through shifting sands. The roads are endless, the nights are cold, but your story's a light we'll never let go. Where are you, sweet boy Sebastian? We're searching the hills, the rivers, the plains, you deserve better. Oh, you deserve better, and your army is fighting through heartache and pain. Your laughter once rang through heartache and pain.
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing today? So glad to have everybody with me. Thank you so much for being here. Hope everybody's having a super great day today. Thanks so much for being with me. I appreciate y'all. I wanted to do Cam Up today, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to turn it off here in just a minute. You see, I got ready to get started, and I have this light show happening in my eye, and so I can't hardly focus. I'm not going to be able to read the names. I had to take my glasses off because it magnifies the pixelation that's happening right now in my eye. And so I can't even see. It's kind of blurry. But I wanted to say hi to everybody. But I'm fixing to turn off the camera because I'm fixing to close my eye and take me a headache pill before it gets too bad. So love y'all, but I'm gonna turn off this camera real quick. Thanks for being here, and I hate that I can't call out your names and say hi to everybody, but I do appreciate y'all being here. We got some stuff to talk about today, but hang on just a minute. Let me take this headache pill real quick before this light show ends because it's going to get bad if I don't. Hang on. Okay. Sorry about that. I was going to cam up today and everything. Had to turn off the light because the light just kind of intensifies the pixelation. It's crazy. This is the second time it happened today. Oh, no hot date. But I did have to go to the doctor today. I was getting my shots for my back. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just put some makeup on, fix my hair and all the things. Well, I got to the doctor, dadgummit, about 9:30 this morning. And they said, well, we've been trying to call you because the table a while ago just broke. And there's only one surgical room that they have. So there's only one table. And the table broke. So now they got me rescheduled for Tuesday. I was really excited about getting some shots because all this cold weather coming in. Lord, it just got my back aching. But thank you all for being here. Seems like there's some, I'm going to let me have my just a few minutes to sit here and have my little bitch fest, okay? But it just seems like when you go live the same time every day, people would realize that. And, there's this thing called courtesy and respect and politeness and all those words that you just don't go live on top of another creator trying to do the exact same thing that you're doing. But, some people don't care. And it's done intentionally. And that leads me into my next subject, guys. Bear with me a minute, shall we? There's a lot I'll tolerate. There's a lot of things I'll laugh off. Me being on drugs just makes me laugh. Me being in a relationship with Seth and eventually ending up being pregnant along the way throughout the whole entire day, it escalated to my so-called pregnancy. I can laugh that shit off. But when a creator feels the need to make the comment that I use my son who passed away to grift? That bitch done crossed the line. Doesn't matter that I used my son that's still alive in that conversation and my daughter that is still living in that conversation, but she's going to pull out that content that I used my unalive son to grift. There's people that I can overlook. There's comments that I can overlook. I can laugh off pretty much most of it. But you see, I'm the kind of person I'm pretty honest here. You ask me a question, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give you the God's honest truth because I'm not here to lie to anybody. In my life, I've shared my life with you guys. I've told y'all my life, everything about my life. Y'all know my life revolves around my children and my grandchildren. And losing a child is part of who I am. And to use my child to make money off of is the sickest motherfucking thing I've ever heard in my lifetime. You see, money will never bring my son back. No amount of money in this entire world will ever take away the pain of losing a child. But see, this person seems to forget she has an autistic son who reminds her a lot of Sebastian that she's talked about too, while she got tons of super chats. It's disgusting, guys. It's absolutely disgusting. The one thing that hurts me the most in my entire life is losing my son. And this straight up bitch is going to go there. She better be glad I don't live in Panama, Florida, because I'd be on her doorstep right now. And I wouldn't give a damn about anything because that crossed the line into the most disgusting content a person could ever use and put out there. It's uncalled for. But some people have no morals, no respect for anyone. They don't care. And them and their little bulldogs over there can kiss my ass. Because I've had enough of that. At no time do I ever talk about my child that passed away for a reason to make money. Ever. I talked about it because there was a context to it to describe how you can tell everything about your children to where people can understand who your child is, and Katie Proudfoot can't seem to motherfucking do that. That is what that was about. And that person went live right on top of me because that's what she likes to do. That's how she rocks and how she rolls and how she plays the game. She can play with herself for all I care. Sorry, friends. I apologize to you guys, not to her. I apologize to y'all because I lost my shit. I lost every bit of everything in my body. And trust me, most of the anger has already it's already come out by now. Y'all just got the tail end of it. And I am so sorry. But that's how disgusting this platform is. That's how disgusting these people are. And we're all supposed to be here right now talking about Sebastian. But there's people, for whatever reason, have to attack people on the same side of the street. Oh, but wait a minute, I forgot. She really changed her mind about the Proudfoots not long ago, so never mind, I guess. But I truly am sorry for using the words I used, but you don't use my situation when it comes to my son who passed away. That crossed a line to the dark side. And I'll tell you one thing, she needs to keep my name out of her mouth, my situation, because she's too chicken shit to even call out my name, right, Smiley? Come on, Tammy. Let's go there. Sorry, guys. That's all I got to say. I'm done. It's funny because every time there's a situation that I get thrown into, I'm never, ever the one that ever says anything about that person. I'm never. Oh, Lord. Somehow my live came up on my phone. I don't talk about other creators like that. Why do they feel entitled to talk about me like that? I just don't get it. I don't talk about her. I don't discuss her, not even in my private life. I got nothing to say about her. Same thing as damn Julie Skolnick. I don't talk about her. But these people are so stupid and ignorant that they got to use anything and everything they can to make themselves look like a badass. Go on with yourself. I don't give a shit. I want no part of it. Just stay over here in my corner of the world, and you can keep your ass over there where you are. But forget my name and anything about me. I don't understand the purpose. I don't get it. I sit here, I'm doing my thing. If you don't like what I say, don't listen to me. Simple and easy. I'm not here to buffer and to protect all the things so that Katie and Chris don't get their feelings hurt. That's not what I'm here for. If Katie and Chris are going to say stupid shit, I will call it out for whatever I hear. I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to give you my opinion because guess what? I live in the United States of America and I have that right to. And you have the right not to listen to me. You have the right to stay the hell off of my channel. Why don't you use your rights? Kiki, that's for you. It's out of control. Talk about me all you want to, but you leave my son out of it. Leave my son out of it. He's not even here to defend himself. He should never be coming out of your mouth, nor anyone else's mouth, as a way to attack and to hurt me. You disgusting pig. Friends, I do apologize for even, I was going to go onto my other channel to do all this, but I needed to say what needed to be done because Kiki, I just dropped the link if you want to come up. I do apologize. And guys, my eye is so messed up right now. My vision is so blurred. I can't even I can't even read what y'all are writing in chat. Y'all may be cussing me out. I don't know. But the thing is, I just had I'm done. Won't be talking about her ever again.
Hey, lady.
Hi, cutie pie. How you doing?
Pretty good. I was cleaning. I can't see chat right now, but I want to clarify something because, I don't like being thrown in the middle of everything, right?
Yeah.
And got a notification that me and you was on there saying that basically, all she done was send me a message that stated that someone in particular was talking about you. She didn't say anything about your son to me, per se.
Oh, I've heard.
Okay. I just
I've
want to
heard
make
from
that
others
clear.
that I
You know
was
what I'm saying?
grifting. I was grifting off of my unalived child.
Wow. Okay. That's ridiculous. But I just want to clarify that me
Yeah,
and
no.
you didn't mention nothing
Yeah,
about
no,
your
no, no.
son
Yeah, no.
because, yeah,
Yeah, I heard from you. I heard from others. I did not go and listen to it at all. I mean, I'm not giving a review. Sorry. I don't.
yeah.
I'm unsubscribed. I was done with her a long time ago.
Okay. Well, I
But
just got a message, stating that me and you were being talked about. And I was
no,
like,
me and you had nothing to do with this. Nothing at
no, I'm
all.
talking about me and you, like me and you, like Lolly and Kiki.
Gotcha. I was like, me, sorry, me and you.
Yeah, but I
Me
didn't
and
even
you
know what
probably, and then
for.
me and
And
you. I think I see me and you saying, I didn't say anything.
yeah, and all I said was, all I said though was, okay, no big deal. People's gonna talk, basically, is what I said.
Yeah.
So,
And like I said, I can laugh off a lot of stuff, but don't be using my son against me.
yeah, I
Ain't cool.
gotcha.
Not going to happen. I'm not going to let that one be laughed off because there is nothing funny about that.
No, no,
Nothing.
no, I agree. Well, I just wanted to clarify that,
You're
the
good.
email does not contain your son whatsoever.
Okay.
And, it was just a simple that me and you, Lolly and Kiki, were being talked about. Okay.
Sorry, me and you.
And I just, all I did was respond with, it's okay, whatever, let people
Yeah,
talk. They're giving others a break.
yeah.
So
And that's how
doesn't
I
bother me.
was before I learned that one specific part.
Gotcha.
And that
Yeah.
just threw me off my axis.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But
So, yeah,
all
sorry.
right. I
All
love
right, girl.
y'all. I was cleaning. I just wanted to clarify.
You're good. You're good. Thank you,
All
girl.
right.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you. Love y'all.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
And sorry, me and you, we weren't talking about you. I was very confused for a minute too. And I do apologize to everybody in chat because I don't like to go there. That's why I don't talk about people. That's why I don't sit here and call out other creators that say things that I don't agree with. It does nothing. It doesn't help anything. But there are those people that go there. And I had heard about all this last night and I didn't think nothing of it, but it wasn't until today till I heard that the comment was made that I was grifting off of my dead son. Never ever is it okay for a person to use a death of their child to make content and have that be your only content. Now, if I was in a different community where we're talking about grieving people, sure. I'm here talking about Sebastian. That's what my stuff is all about. She just forgot to mention that I talked about my son that's still alive and my daughter that's still alive, to tell who they are as people. Just pick out that one particular part that she knew was going to get my goat. You got it, Smiley. You got it. And with that being said, I'm done. Never again will her name ever come out of my mouth. Never again will I insinuate anything about her. Because that's not how I roll. I got a little more class than that. All righty, guys. Well, now that I'm through with all that shit that just continues to happen, it's ridiculous. And I'm sorry, but that was one I couldn't laugh off. Just couldn't. That was a low blow, as low as you can go. I just, ugh. And add on the fact that I got this freaking headache. And I just went there. And I apologize to every one of y'all that had to hear it, except for her. Never, ever will I apologize for the words I just said to that woman. Because I meant every one of them. All righty, guys. Well, let's go on from there. Kathy, I see you said something to somebody. Y'all, my eyes just now starting to try to focus again. Give me a little while because I can't even really focus my eye yet. I know, right? It sounds like the stuff CP says. Yeah. Hey, Keely, I see you. Oh, goodness. I wish I could see everybody and say hi to everybody, and I do apologize for not doing that. Um, I can't really focus at all right now. Oh, thank you, Daffy. And guys, I'm I'm good. I'm okay. But those of you in chat, because I know several of those in my chat have lost a child as well. You're not going to use your child's situation, your grief on that to make money? The sad part is I'm really proud of my children, all three of them. Super proud. Matter of fact, I was going to tell y'all today that, my oldest, and go ahead, call me a grifter because I'm going to talk about my child. But my oldest has a birthday today, and I went to make a post on Facebook for him. And I pulled up a picture that I found when I had him. And my goodness, at the memories that float back, just come washing in from the day you have your child, your first one, the person that made me a mama. Man, oh man, at the memories that just flow. And so, yeah, I was going to share that with y'all today because I went down memory lane. I can't believe my baby's getting so old. Of course, that makes me getting older, y'all. But yeah, he's enjoying himself today in Costa Rica. He is working, working out on a boat and everything. I tell you what, I'll be glad when this marketplace and insurance and all these other things they're trying to sell you is over with because my phone is blowing up. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to talk about my oldest one. Can't believe he's so grown up, so big. All those memories come flashing and flooding through today. It was crazy. But I am proud of all three of my children. I'm so proud that I got to be their mama. Ooh, we just lost 20 people. They must be running back telling them all the things. Whatever. I do apologize to you guys. I do. And I'm so sorry. I completely lost every bit of my crap. That one really got me. It's just there's a line people don't cross. And that one got crossed. And every time that one gets crossed, I promise you want a reaction from me? That's how you're going to get it. Go there. You'll get a reaction. Okay, is that Kiki's picture? Kiki, I really can't read what you wrote. Something about talk. My eyes are blurred. I can't put my glasses on yet because it's still pixelating. So I apologize, but thank you, Kiki. I see the blue. You talk about what you want. Is that what it says? I hope that's what it says. Whatever it is. Thank you, sweetie. I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you for being such a good friend. And I do appreciate that. um, so, okay. Oh, thank y'all. Happy birthday to him. I couldn't believe I found a picture from when I was in the hospital bed and he's laying there right beside me. I was like, oh my gosh. You know, I got pictures of us and him and all this stuff. And as he's, older now, but not any of those in my phone. And I don't even know how it even got in my phone. It's the craziest thing ever. But there we were, the very first day of his life. And I was just like, oh my gosh, look how little he was. But yeah, he's making me older and I'm feeling it, I tell you. But I do appreciate y'all being here. Thank y'all so much. So much. And I hate I'm having this headache right now, but it'll go away here pretty soon and I'll be able to put my glasses on and see what y'all are saying. But okay. All the shit talks out of the way. Maybe I can laugh at it now, but probably not. You know, I'm amazed how Sebastian Rogers' case has been divided. Two sides, two different sectors here, It's either the mother and stepfather side or the father's side. Most of us are on Sebastian's side over here on our side of the street, which then entails, being on his father's side because he desperately wants his son to be found. And you don't hear that too much on his mom and his stepdaddy's side. But to have creators on the same daggum side of the street that are going to talk crap like that just blows my mind. Yeah, like good and evil. I see that. Yes. I saw that. That's big letters. I could see that one. But yeah, it just blows my mind because at no time should there be a group that are fighting for the same purpose attack another person. There's people I don't like on this platform, even on our side. But you're not going to hear me talk shit about them. You're not going to randomly have me go live one day and talk about all the people I don't like. There's no purpose. That's my feelings. If I feel that way, I'll just keep that to myself. Because it's not going to ever help find Sebastian. Ever. And yet other people feel that need to do just that. It's crazy. It just blows my mind sometimes at the level people get to. And it just, like I said, somebody over there made the comment and I heard it, oh, that Lolly, she's just on drugs. Oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know. then it's, even the person in the chat the other day is like, you and Seth are in a relationship, admit it. And you live close to, what was it, Robin and Sarah or Sandra, whichever one it was. I don't even know who they are. Anyways, seriously. But hey, I can joke about making a baby shower registry, a wedding registry. Let's joke about it because it's stupid. But I'm telling you, it's been well over a year that there was a falling out behind the scenes. Had nothing to do with YouTube. I unsubscribed, never looked back. I mean, I'm an adult. I can do that. I don't play dirty. I am who I say I am. I stand by what I say. And if I feel a certain way about somebody, that's my opinion. And I'm not going to throw my opinion about a certain person that has nothing to do with the case onto all of you. That's not cool. I don't want to put that on y'all. I know a lot of people that follow me and listen to me and are subscribed to me. Go and listen to her and are subscribe to her. I know that. I don't shame y'all. There's no reason for that. Just because I don't like her as a person doesn't mean I'm going to sit here and try to turn y'all against her. Start that Amazon. Bobby, is that you? I see Amazon wish list down there. I'm going to try to put my glasses on, guys. Hold on. Because it might make me sick as a dog. Yeah, that's not much better. Okay. Not quite through yet. My eye is still pixelating. You see how long we've been on? I don't even know how long we've been on, but it's still all pixelated and jumping around still. And when I put my glasses on, that magnifies it. But it's craziness, guys. Craziness. And I hate it. And it's those people that know how to say that one thing. Done intentionally to hurt. I hurt every day because I don't have him in my life. My oldest has a birthday today. I got to talk to him on the phone. He wasn't here. I didn't get to hug him, but I got to talk to him. Come the first part of April, I don't get to talk to Austin. He doesn't ever grow up. He stays that age. And then come June, I get to hug my daughter and tell her happy birthday. So yeah, that one in the middle there hurts. It don't ever go away. And to have people use that to attack me, that's when my opinion's going to be very strong, and I apologize to y'all. So, I am sorry to those who follow her and me both. I am sorry I put my feelings out there like I did. And I don't look at you guys in any negative way, because you do follow other people, and some I don't even care for. I don't care. That's your life. That's your prerogative. And I'm never, ever going to be the kind of person that's going to sit here and make you feel bad for that. I would never do that to y'all. And I hope y'all know that, because let me tell you, I'm not going to ever lie to you. Ever. You ask me a question, and if I can't tell you, I will tell you I can't tell you. And I'll tell you the reason why I can't tell you. If I have, if I'm able to tell you, you're going to find out. I'll tell you. I don't hide nothing. I am who I say I am. Unfortunately, some people are not comfortable with their own lives, and therefore they have to project that crap onto other people, no matter whether their content is supposedly for the same reason. You know what I'm saying? And it makes me mad and angry that I let myself go there. But guys, that one hurt. And I don't think I've ever gone there as mean as what I was. And like I said, I've had all day to calm down too. So y'all can imagine when I heard. You could imagine. And the thing is, I don't care other people's opinions about me. I've told y'all that 100 times. Let them talk about me. I don't care. Nonsense talks about me when she runs out of things to talk about. She'll talk about me because Duchess tells her to. Making all kinds of crap up. Whatever. I don't care. Some lady who don't even know me, Laura over there, I've heard her one time out of the whole, 10 years I've been on YouTube. One time I heard her. I didn't care for her, never listened to her again. She decides I'm on drugs. Whatever. But it's the ones that knows how to hurt you, and they use that. Those are the ones that show you who they truly are. Anyways, guys, enough of that. I'm not into that. I hate that. I don't want it. But that's one I'm never, ever going to let get past me and laugh off, because there was nothing funny about that. And if I ever talk to y'all and tell y'all about my son that passed away, or how hard it is, or whatever, it's because I'm having a hard day, and I'm going to tell you exactly how I'm feeling. But at no time am I doing it to make money off of that. What is that? Hold on. I want to read this. Something about, let me see here. Y'all bear with me, because I'm going to try to read this. My eyes are trying to focus. Lolly, sometimes you just need a release. Losing a child and And I know I'm only a year in with my daughter gone. Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry. They hit a nerve and you went off. It happens. Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry for you. That first couple of years are excruciating. They're the hardest ever to live through. All those first times of not having your child, you will be in my prayers, I promise you. I promise you. And I am so sorry. And I'm sorry I went off. I do apologize to you a little more than Maui. Feel better soon, Lolly. Thank you, sweetie. It's just this stupid headache stuff. This is 2 times today. My shot will be ready tomorrow, so I'll get to start the shots. So hopefully these will go away for good. But this is the first time it's happened to me when I got ready to start a live. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was trying to see the right buttons to hit, but I can't. Let me see if the glasses will help now. A little bit, a little better. Okay, I'm starting to see some stuff. Oh, Buckeye Trisha, I'm so sorry, sweetie. That's one thing you never, ever, ever, not even your worst enemy. I would never, ever, ever wish that even upon her. The one that said those things. Never, ever. Your worst enemy, you don't even want them to experience that. And so, anyways, hey, beautiful Keely, how you doing? Step away from the buttons. Who said that? I just caught that. Who said that? Teresa. Yeah, step away from the buttons, Lolly. Don't touch buttons. I can't believe the time I touched a button and my whole backstage, everything I had saved, everything was in order. I knew it, had it memorized. Everything went away. I was like, oh my God. I'll never forget when I did that. I called my son up here and he's looking at it and he's like, Mom, stay away from the buttons. I was like, I know it, I know it, I know it. But people have feelings. Yes, they do, Keely. People do have feelings, and some people just don't care. And that's a sad part of reality, especially on the YouTube streets. Stay away from the buttons. Don't let Kiki near them buttons either. Kiki's my spirit twin, I swear. Too funny, too funny. Okay, I'm starting to see things again. I feel better. Of course, my head hurts, but it's crazy because the doctor gave me this headache pill that I can take when those lights show. They're called auras. And it's occipital neuralgia. But when all that happens, I can take this pill for my headache that's fixing to come on like super, super duper bad. And it kind of squishes it down a little bit so it doesn't hurt so bad. If anybody ever has migraines, I feel sorry for y'all because they hurt. They're bad. And probably all the anger and pressure, my blood pressure probably went up a while ago. I was hot to trot. And like I said, once again, one last time to all my beautiful people, I am so sorry. That is something I never want to ever do. I don't like doing it. That one got me. I'll laugh it all off all day long. Oh, yeah. Is that me and you? Yeah, me and you says I get nauseous. Oh, yeah. Migraines are the worst, aren't they, Wendy? Ugh. Yo, there's times where I will wrap a heating pad around my head, my face, all the way around my head. It'll be completely wrapped. Lights off, no sound, no nothing. Oh, yeah, Michelle. Woo-hoo, yeah. That's probably what happened. Probably what happened. I don't know. I had one, I was getting ready to do my makeup this morning, had to wait for a while till it all went away so I could do my makeup before I went to town. I had a little bit of a headache, but not bad. Oh, Lisa, yeah, they're horrible. I went 6 years without any headaches at all. And then I don't know why, but they started coming back, and so I got that shot again, and it should be here. She said this afternoon, so I'll pick it up tomorrow. So I'll give myself a shot once a month and hope and pray it does just like it did last time. And they go away for 6 years. It was real nice not having them. And then they came back with a vengeance. Ugh. But yeah, here we are. What are we live? 57 minutes. That's about how long, close to an hour, to where I could get a good focus again. Because now I can read what y'all are saying. I can see who's all in here now. Ollie, how are you doing? God got this. That's right, Keely. God's got this. He really does. Mary says, talking about our children is always a good thing. It keeps memories alive. You can talk about them all the time you want. Thank you so much. Guys, I am. I'm all about my kids, all about my grandkids. They're my life. Ashley, okay. Okay, Ashley. Thank you. Tams, you've got my fibromyalgia. Headaches are part of them. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Headaches are the worst. I wonder if there's a 6-year shot YouTube can take for CP virus. That is too funny. Well, speaking of which, we're going to go ahead and go on. I'm sorry. I hate mixing that crap into a regular live because it's useless. Useless. But I do feel better. I do feel a little better. And like I said, I'm so sorry. But I wasn't going to let it slide by either, I'll let a lot of stuff go. Yeah, you got people talking all kinds of stupidness. But don't put me out there making money off of my child that's no longer alive. That's some sick shit right there. And I don't even cuss hardly any, y'all. I quit cussing. I was doing real good. Hey, Diana, how you doing? Good to have everybody. Thank y'all so much for being here and still hanging out with us. I appreciate y'all. I'm not one to talk about hell, but people need to stop having such vile things to say. That's next level. I'm too superstitious for that. Yeah, girl. Oh, Peggy Hancock says, thank you, sweet people. That feels like family. Y'all are family to me. Y'all are. Y'all are so sweet. I love to come on here and hang out with y'all. I want to be able to be who I am. I don't want to sit here and try to say things and be on pins and needles all the time so I don't say the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? And I made that decision when I made my channel. One person was like, I'm going to find out who you are. Well, let me tell you who I am. I don't mind. I have nothing to hide, you know? And we definitely have on the, you know, other side of the streets people who like to dig, dig, dig deep, even on people that have passed away, dig. They don't care. They have no morals. I thought our side of the street was a little better, but I guess some people just aren't, you know? Even our side of the street is imploding on itself, I guess, just like the other side. Seems like, from what I'm hearing over there, people seem to know some things. People have had conversation with the parent, step parent. They've learned things, and now people are calling it out for what it is. I don't know. The water must be boiling for some people over there. I don't know. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. But our beautiful Blue Eyes did, let me read what she found out. Hold on just a minute. She did find out that Laurie, KK's best friend, left on Saturday after they went shopping. Then KK called her on Monday, told her he was missing, and she got in her car and went back to Tennessee. So that's interesting. Way to go, Blue. And I'm going to make a post here in a little bit. Blue Eyes has made a GoFundMe for a young mother who has passed away. And it will be on my post. I'm going to make a post about it if anybody would like to donate, even if it's a couple of dollars. It always adds up. So she asked me if I would share that, and I will. And I can put it on here, but it'll be easier for everybody to have for me to make a post on. So I will post that as soon as we're through, and y'all can know what that's all about. And so if you go, wait, Ashley, if you go out and go to the other line that Lolly is doing, you'll be in chat with everybody. Oh, yeah. We got vertical and we got horizontal going. I can see everybody's comments, and but most are on the horizontal side. And I do both, and I'm straight up honest with you guys. It does get better views to have both, because each side has its own views. And so I do it that way. Guys, y'all got to remember, I'm a small little channel over here. I don't go on these big creators panels and push my channel and get buddy with them so they'll help me, share it out and all the things. We just sit over here and do our thing. And I like it that way. But yeah, I would like to make enough money for what I need. And, this is a way that I'm making it. I've made no bones about it. Of course, same creator I was complaining about a while ago, like to bring that out too a while back. People are just stupid. Just stupid. If you don't like me, just shut up and go away. Leave me alone. Oh, Holly, I think it's coming. I do think it's coming. The other side is just falling apart slowly over there. And even Every Day with Jay, said earlier today on her live, and I wouldn't listen to it, and she even said, if you're wanting help getting the word out about your son, why are you going to that channel, those channels? Because all they do is set a narrative. That's all they're doing over there. Yay. Ashley found everybody. Welcome, Ashley. Oh, goodness. So, yeah, I mean, even she can see it for what it is. And so I think things are getting a little too hot for the fire on them over there. And somebody I saw on Facebook, there was one of the Facebook groups that said, your thoughts, your opinions on SF coming back to town. And I said, everything's getting a little deep over there. Therefore, they need a distraction. And guys, that's how I feel about him. That's how I feel about him. I do feel like he has done nothing positive in this case. Law enforcement in that area doesn't even work with him. He's the one that put out the video, and law enforcement instantly puts out a video, a statement immediately within just a couple of hours stating that was debunked at the very beginning. That whole video was debunked. Guys, I just realized something. Our background is Christmas stuff. I told y'all I couldn't see a while ago. My granddaughter was over here. She had messed with some of this stuff and was wanting to see all the backgrounds. Well, I was trying to find the snowy background, and I thought, oh, there's a back porch, it looks like. So I just realized we got a Christmas background, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh, I just noticed that. So, oh, thank you, Ashley. I am just me. You want to know something about me, ask me. I'll tell you all about it. I'm not going to hide. I'm not going to be somebody I'm not. I mean, well, thank you, Teresa. It is pretty, but I think if I take myself off, there's a Christmas tree back there, if I'm not mistaken. I see the Christmas bows too. I just realized that. It's too hilarious. Oh, okay. Okay. You study. Okay, Bobby, what is that? I can't even pronounce that word. Bobby studies something. Speaking of Jay, do we know who debunked the Ruckus video? Let's see, the same people who debunked the flashlight, green hoodie, etc. I've never forgotten that video. Just saying. Guys, I would like to go over that pretty soon, because after Mob Crew kind of went over the flashlight video and got us a perspective of where that video came from, I don't know that Jay created that video. I think she had the Nick Barris video zoomed in on it, but I think she had a different location that she thought it was coming from. But now that we know that location, like Holly said, do we know who debunked it? Or was it just that other side that started throwing shade at it. Maybe it was, and the only thing that I know that would have been about debunking would be just the location, because she thought it was coming from their garage or their patio. Well, there's no way it can come from the patio, is my whole thought process, because all of the trees that are back there, I think, would have been in the way. Couldn't have been from their garage, because the house we know on the corner there that was shooting straight into that common area wouldn't have captured the side of their garage. But those two lights on that house on that corner, that's where I believe the ruckus video is happening at. I really do. The study of end times. Okay, Bobby. Didn't Ellie come out and say no evidence? Trash truck. Oh, well, that's just ridiculous. All right. I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous. Sidetrack. Because a trash truck does not have lights that go two different directions. Mob Crew debunked that video. Yeah, I question it too. But I think the only thing that I would say debunking wise that I could figure was the direction. She thought it was coming from down by the cul-de-sac towards the Proudfoot's garage on that video. But where she is driving by at 6 in the morning, isn't that her mother-in-law rotten socks parked on the side of the road the whole time? Yeah, okay, sidetrack, gotcha. Yeah, Holly, I think you're right. Actually, I'm not sure if we saw her parked there, because we know she was down by Worsham's. So I'm not sure, but yeah, we'll definitely take a look at that video again Mob Crew puts out. And Holly, I do think you're right. I think it's time to look at that video again. And let's look into it. Because we've got the video Nick Barris put out. We've got that. Heck, we can even play what the little bit longer version. No, there's not a longer version, is there? But we can play it. We can zoom in, because I honestly 100% believe there's activity under those lights by the garage of the house in that little curve right before the Proudfoots. Yeah, Ashley, you're like me. I got, oh Lord, Sebastian's case alone, I think I got 6 or 7 legal pads. They're all filled up. Oh, Cecilia, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, we'll definitely do that. We'll definitely do that for sure. We'll work on that pretty soon, get that going. I think what I can do is take on my tablet the video, I can zoom in on it and screen record it. That way we can have it pulled up close. Does that make sense? To where we can really, really, really see it. And so we'll definitely look into that for sure. That does sound good. And we'll look at it. They are sidetracked. They are giving him a hard time. But you know what? It's hard to debunk what he's putting out there. I mean, he's taking a video and you see it. He plays the video. You can clearly see it. You see activity over there in that area. Now, I'm not sure about the whole possible burying. Bobby, you shouldn't do that, girl. Thank you so much. That is so sweet of you. I love you, Bobby. You're such a beautiful, beautiful soul. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But I'm just not sure about the whole possible being buried over there. I think dogs would have picked that up. I do wonder what else could have been put over there. You know what I'm saying? Is there something else that they buried up in there? The whole thought process to me also goes to that's a cemetery. Cadaver dogs are going to pick up on every one of those spots over there because it would be like decomp and it stays in that soil for hundreds of years. So to say a dog didn't hit in the cemetery area, that kind of makes it hard because if they're trained for that, they would be hitting everywhere. Because a cadaver dog, decomp dog, that's going to, be able to detect the decomposition of human remains, it's not scent specific. Does that make sense what I'm saying there? They train for human decomp. It's just the same smell. It's not, okay, this is Sebastian scent decomping. Does that make sense to what I'm saying? I hope y'all understand that part. But those dogs would be hitting on every one of those areas there. And if he was unalive, you're not going to get much scent specifics for him being there. Or let me put it this way. So that's my understanding. Does that make sense to y'all what I'm saying? I mean, that's what I've been told. And so I can see if there was no scent of Sebastian there or whatever, but I really think there was possible evidence of things that might have been handed off. I think there were people that were around to make sure things went the way they were supposed to go during the middle of the night, and that's how they all got out of there. There was a lot of cameras that were jammed up and several over there in that area. And so you're not going to jam up cameras for nothing to be happening out there. Does that make sense? So I think there might be something suspicious happening over there, but I'm just not sure if it is something that's in that area and put there. But I do think there were people definitely in that area that night for sure. 100% you can tell. And I know Mob Crew does look at the lights and everything like that. There's a few of us that have learned how to take minuscule second, like millimeters, like centimeters, like the tiniest little movement, pause, snap, and screenshot and adjust the lighting and things to see what's really going on and who all's really there, kind of thing. And I believe people were there. what is it? Blue says, I would like to say this. We have some participants in chat that have different ways of looking at stuff, but when you put something back that hurts that person's feeling, that makes them cry. Just saying. Oh, are we having a lot of trolls in chat? I don't know. I don't know. I'm good. I had to get it all out. I had to get it off my mind. I had to say what I had to say. And we're done. I'm done. Over and done with. Hang on, I gotta get my battery plugged up. There we go. I know, Bobby. I wish they could find something to lead us to Sebastian. Got a call a couple of nights ago. There was a body found, human remains in Tennessee, but it was in Etowah, which is several hours away, and they believe it was someone else, an older person. So, every time you hear about remains being found, you just kind of hold your breath for a minute, because could it be? Could it be? Gotcha, Blue. Thank you. Yeah, it's like 3 hours. Yeah. I know where it is. I know that area. That is one place in Tennessee I do know. I have very sketchy memories because we just dropped my niece off there at that time, that summer, and drove about, I don't know, 40 minutes down the road when we stopped on halfway up a mountain to go let them go to the bathroom. And I ventured down to the river and ended up having to go to the emergency room because my arm bone from my elbow up to my shoulder was all cracked up, broken. So yeah, that's a beautiful area. But I know exactly where that little place was. So anyways, but yeah, guys, there's a lot of things that we can start looking into. And if, like, Holly's question and that, if you guys come across something, email me or whatever, let me know. And then we'll look into it, because some of these things that are getting debunked, some of these things that are being put out as not true and false and all that stuff, when they come from the other side, we got to question that. Just like them putting out this video saying, oh my God, look, this could possibly be Sebastian. We might have found him. No, that was a man walking his dog, and it was debunked 48 hours after he went missing, I mean, come on. And that's the people over there. So anyways, guys, let's go ahead and finish this up. I got good news for you, though. Mr. Chris talking about who Sebastian is. Yeah, it's not very long. He doesn't have a whole lot to say about Sebastian, so we don't have to listen to him as long as we did with Katie. But let's go ahead and jump into this and listen to his words. Now, come back tomorrow for sure, guys, because tomorrow we're going to hear Seth's words. If you want to know who Sebastian was as a person, what kind of kid he was, all those things, come back and listen to his father talk, because he's got a lot to tell us, and it's not a repeat all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like what we heard yesterday with his mother, and pretty much what we're fixing to hear here in just a second. So let's get our banner up. Go ahead and get this over and done with. Lord help us. It's hard because you just don't believe anything this man says. And it's his fault. He's the one that's put stupid stuff out here. He's the one that's lied and been caught in a lie more times than we can count. You know what I'm saying? Everything with him and Katie that people are calling out, they've done to themselves. So, oh, hang on. I was fixing it. I almost hit the wrong button. Okay, guys, here we go. And once again, Crime Analysis, the link to that channel is in the description of this video. Everything that we have to say on this channel is nothing but our opinions, speculations, possibilities, all the things involved. We all reserve the right to have our own thought process, and we're using it. Here we go. Let's get this pulled up. Let me get this big for us. There's nothing really to see.
He's a good kid. He's not a mischievous child by any means. He's got a stubborn...
I want you to look at this video that was put out saying, hey, look, Mr. Chris taught Sebastian how to ride his bike. Yeah, that was another thing that got brought out. Seth had taught Sebastian how to ride a bicycle before he ever left California. And if you look real close, the head is AI generated. Not quite sure who's riding a bicycle, but if it is Sebastian, he already knew how to do it. Another lie debunked.
Mindset if he believes it's this, but I mean he's very...
I'm going to go back a tad just to show y'all what I'm talking about. Watch as his face gets closer. You can see the white mask looking thing that AI couldn't keep up with his movement.
He's got a stubborn mindset if he believes...
See it right there? See his white face?
It's this, but I mean he's very smart. Directionally, he knows he could guide you from our house to his dad's house. He could get from like this house. I think he can make it up to Culver's ice cream. I was like, oh, he's goofing around again. Here we go. He's like hiding. He's not a child that wonders. He's not one that is like Sebastian hasn't been on his medication in 20 days. So he is rambunctious. He's gonna be hungry. He turns into a bottomless pit. I mean, he's your teenage boy, always hungry. On the spectrum, yes. But not one autistic child in this world is like another one. What we can tell you is he's smart. He can be goofy. He kind of has issues with personal space. He hasn't mastered up in your face kind of kid. He's emotional. He's a teenager.
He may be, he's about 15 and he's 15 in age in his body, but his mind is not caught up to his body.
Now, the young man that we saw at Texas Roadhouse seemed like his mind had caught up to his body, because we actually saw him. We watched him. He was so well mannered.
We've never rode a city bus, so I don't think he understands the process. He doesn't have any sense of money. He may have, like, let's say a $20 bill in his hand, but he doesn't truly understand what $20 would get him.
He's good.
And everybody in the neighborhood knows him.
It's funny how Mr. Chris tells us everybody in that neighborhood knows him, but we've heard that there were several neighbors in that neighborhood that didn't know they even had a child. There was no basketball hoops out there. There was no skateboards or bicycles out there. You hardly ever saw Sebastian out in the front of his house doing much of anything. They just try to paint a narrative.
He is very to himself, so to speak. He's got the goofiest and quirky smile in the world.
Does that look kooky to y'all? Does that look quirky, kooky? To me, it looks amazing. Super sweet.
I don't think anybody could mimic it, to be honest with you. Friends wise, Sebastian, his idea of his friend is right now is what he has 2 kids that he talks to at school, but he is extremely socially awkward, and so it's very difficult for him to make friends, which has been this boy's only lifelong dream. He Christmas, what do you want for Christmas? I want friends. Birthday, I want friends. Anything that he could do to get a friend, he would love to do it, which is potentially dangerous because that could open up doors for somebody to say, hey, I'll be your friend, and potentially cause harm.
Setting a narrative, in my opinion. That's all that comment was, because we know he had a friend at school that he was talking to walking down the hallway, and then saw Mr. Chris going into the meeting and instantly panicked because he wasn't supposed to have friends, right? Isn't that how that worked?
I mean, he had his struggles with doing basic, simple things. And I mean, it was a constant reminder, a constant this. And all 3 parents have been.
Okay, now, a hard time doing basic things, but the young man could play tennis. He could work an Xbox. He could work a Switch. He could work his computer. He could use his phone. Yeah, it seemed like he was pretty on task to me.
Extremely positive and constantly trying to get him, like, hey, we got to do this, bud. We got to do that.
Take
Yeah,
I mean, that's a teenager. Come on now. How many of you have raised kids till they're teenagers and then they become just doing what they think they need to do and not what needs to be done? And you have to remind your teenage kids, hey, you need to make sure that room gets clean. You need to make sure all your dirty laundry is put in the laundry room so it can be washed, or you're going to be washing it yourself, kind of thing. Hey, go clean up that bathroom. I didn't make that mess. You're old enough to clean up the bathroom. Go pick up your stuff. Hey, I want my living room clean. I don't want to step over your shoes and your books and your stuff. Make sure you pick that stuff up. I mean, come on already.
He's a kid. I mean, it's.
There you go. His father said he's a kid. It's things you have to do to remind your children. Sebastian wasn't special in the fact that he had to be reminded of doing things. But boy, they sure make a big deal out of it.
Even when I came in the picture, I mean, his tantrums were pretty bad. I mean, to the point, I mean, I wish I could show y'all this in person. All right. Does he have, when he was younger,
He probably had some pretty nasty ones. As he's gotten older, between his mama, me, and his dad, and other family members, trying to get him to, like, look, you need to focus on this. Stop doing. Ball your fist up, put them down to your side, like in a very aggressive manner, like you're pushing down, and stomp with one foot. Okay? He gets like that when he's throwing his tantrums. And then he brings his hands up in like the military knife hand is what they call it. All 4 fingers and thumbs pointing outward. And he's like moving his hands up and down, kind of like he's making a point, kind of. I
wonder if he was doing that because of all the abuse he was sustaining in that home. I wonder if he was tired of the discipline that was happening in that home. Was he standing up for himself? I'm just asking a question here. Is that what he did to keep from coming back onto you? Just asking. Because everything he's ever had in his life seemed to have gone in the trash can. He was so locked down on his phone, it was unreal. He could not get onto the internet. He couldn't have anything that normal kids have contact with. I think I would stand like that and growl like that and meh to you as well if it would have been me.
That's to the extent of his violent outbreak. But other than that, no.
Other than that, no. No, you had already painted him into such a bad kid. Other than that, no. Give me a break.
Has a unique personality. He's very unique. He doesn't have the true concept of personal space. So he's like very in your face type situation. A lot of kids don't like that, and most of the kids talk about things that he's not into. He is very much, if in a conversation, he will talk about Minecraft, and most kids don't play the Minecraft. They're all playing whatever other games.
Most kids that I know of these days that was about his age and a little younger, they're still into Minecraft. 2 years later, Roblox, Minecraft, huge. Just because you didn't like it, Mr. Chris, doesn't mean he's different like that.
Sebastian is very driven into his conversation. So whatever he's talking about, if you're talking about something else, he tries to drive you back, and people just don't have that kind of interest.
You don't, Mr. Chris. But you seem to drive that concept back to you as well, don't you?
At school, he's known for peeing in his pants. Sebastian.
That right there tells you what kind of person this man actually is. At school, he's known for peeing in his pants. I go back to the same question I've had for a very, very long time. Why is that? Why is it that was happening? Because it doesn't just happen randomly. Was there medical issues? If not, if that could be ruled out, if y'all actually got him some, help to check into that, and that was ruled out, the next step would be abuse. And there's a couple of forms of abuse that should be looked into at that time. Did y'all get him medical help to rule that out? Did you look into reasons why so that you could actually help this young man? These are my questions. But he won't come on my channel to answer questions. He'll just go on the fluff channels that are going to stroke that ego.
Has pull-ups that he wears because Sebastian likes to pee in his pants and defecate in his pants. So we even told him, I said, look, either you figure out how to go to the bathroom or you're going in pull-ups.
Mr. Chris, one more question for you. Sweetie, let me ask you. Should that day come, you got those pretty shiny silver bracelets on, and you get put in a cell, you sure you're not going to pee your pants? When Bubba comes for you, just ask him.
And for the longest time, I mean, there had sprouts where he would do what he was supposed to do, and then, excuse me, he wouldn't. He's very awkward, but he's quirky. He's a good kid. He doesn't have friends. Probably something dealing with school, because that's majority where his issues lie. Some behavioral stuff, but nothing too crazy.
Maybe like some of the issues that you have with the school stuff, you know, does that have to do with the fact that he would go to school and tell his trusted adults that he could rely on? Those that he told what was happening, is that why you want to make the school seem so bad for him? Because they listened to him about what was happening in the home? Is that why, Mr. Chris? More of my questions, you know.
He has a hard time. He's like awkwardly socially like blending in with students, so it's a little. He's trying to figure out how to do it, but respecting people's space. He gets a little too close, and then kids don't really accept that too much, so it kind of causes an issue. But he'll.
Guys, I'm still going back to the fact that we saw a video of him sitting there in his booth space, keeping his hands to himself, minding his own business, not getting up in anybody's space. Just more attempt to make Sebastian look bad from a grown adult. It's the most sickening thing I've ever heard in my life.
He'll not stop and he continues on. So then it causes an issue. And instead of being honest about it, he'll lie like, no, I didn't. Okay, Sebastian.
Okay, back to being a normal kid. How many of your kids didn't want to get in trouble and get a punishment because, you know, they didn't want you to know the truth? Nitpicking is what I call this. Oh, him and his wife. Gotta think of something else to say, because you don't have much good to say at all, right?
He's had sleeping issues. I mean, look, he doesn't really sleep a lot. That's why he's been, but that's been his whole life. He goes and sees his doctors, and then in there they will talk about his medication and things if they want to change or if it needs to change.
Man, he'll get a one-liner in there every once in a while, and you just kind of like, really? Where'd you pull that out of? He's allergic to schoolwork, chores.
Just talk to him about his parents. He loves talking about his parents. And for him to know that his mom, his dad, and his stepdad, and his Pat, Meemaw, and the rest of his family, GC and Poppy and all them, trust me, he'll have a conversation and he'll light up. He's funny.
I wonder if he was going to light up when he was going to actually have something to say about the abuse happening to him when it came to his step parent? Think he would have said good things about you, Chris? I'm just asking, just a question, because what I'm hearing, it wasn't going to be very good.
He's very unique, which like every child out there is special. That's what makes him so special.
Believe it or not, it was actually a struggle to get him to carry his phone. He's not like your typical teenager. He's not these kids that, got to stick their head in the phone. He's not.
Maybe because he had no access to anything on his phone. Most kids have access to different things and apps. They have their friends' phone numbers in their phone. Sebastian was only allowed certain numbers in his phone. Sebastian had nothing else he could do on his phone. Why would he keep his head in there on a blank screen? Quit making excuses. Quit making it sound like he would have never got on his phone if he had those things. But you're the one that locked him down so tight, Mr. Chris, that he had nothing. So why would he be on that phone?
He doesn't have accessibility to communicate with folks
On the internet.
on internet. I mean, we have
His words, right? His words. He had no means of communicating because he was locked down so tight. He wouldn't keep his head stuck in that phone.
we have a firm belief that we just don't feel that right now he's capable of having that kind of responsibility. So, I mean, his phone is locked down, his computers, his game. He doesn't have a gamer tag. He doesn't have online capabilities with games.
He does not have social media, not in our household. He doesn't online game.
An eclectic taste.
How
An
many?
eclectic. I mean, from, as everybody knows, Eye of the Tiger to Eddie Vedder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we got Pearl Jam on one hand, we've got Survivor on the other over here, we've got Taylor Swift.
He's got an eclectic taste of music. He's a fan of Eddie Vedder. He
Oh, well,
likes
he's
Survivor. Oh yeah, I mean young man has a very eclectic taste in music.
Like,
Katie's version of describing Sebastian and Chris's version of describing Sebastian, although they're different things they're saying, they both are repeating the same things over and over. That's all they got. Different interviews, same thing. Different interviews, same thing. Friends, I'm telling you, wait till his father speaks tomorrow. Wait till you hear the words his father has to say about him, because you're going to learn who Sebastian was as his own little person. It will blow your mind, the difference.
Anyways, he is an Eddie Vedder fan. He's a Pearl Jam fan. He likes Meatloaf, Ivor from like Eye of the Tiger. It used to be like his pump up jam. We always found different types of music for him to get into. He has a very eclectic taste. I will give him that. So he liked both versions of Hall & Oates, Sounds of Silence, and he also liked Disturbed's version of Sound of Silence. He liked that one. I mean, it was all over the place. He was a Swiftie fan. I played him one. I was like, Sebastian, try not to laugh when you hear this song. He was like, what? And I played Chuck Berry's My Ding-a-Ling. Yeah, movie-wise, I don't know, because in our house, he was only allowed to watch certain things. He was not allowed, like, rated R, out of the question. Certain PG-13 movies, out of the question.
He can play chess. He can beat adults in chess.
Wow.
Cats. Boy loves cats.
You got a cat. You just became his best friend. Ashton's love for cats
Several times Katz has mentioned his favorite animal of all times. But the only way Mr. Chris would move in with Katie and Chris is if all of Sebastian Katz were gone.
Is so strong.
Like Star
Like-
Wars or Halloween or
Or
He-
even Minecraft.
yeah.
Those
there
are
you
the
go.
three
'Cause
main
it's
things.
the three things that he's majority is on his clothes.
Yeah.
He is an avid Minecraft fan. Loves the color green. Loves to dance. That boy he'll dance his tail off.
Granted, what you call dancing, what I call dancing, and what he calls dancing, totally different. He always wanted to be a ninja. Sebastian, he loves video games. He likes food, but he's very picky on what he's eating and what he drinks. But I mean, there's nothing culturally that is going to drive him to an area.
Yeah, he's not your tomboy style child where he goes outside and plays in the mud.
The young man doesn't go outside very much. I mean, he loves playgrounds. I mean, he loves to play. I'll give him that. He's a fish in the water. I'm gonna tell you right now that but here's the distinction. He is not a child that likes to get dirty. He can't stand his hands dirty. He can't stand bugs. He is fearful of flies and things. So if he swims, he is a pool kid. He's not I'm a river and a stream kind of kid. He is swimming pool bound.
Doesn't that just make you wonder why they expect us to have the thought process that he walked out barefooted on a cool February night in the dark and walked away? And then they turn around and tell us all these things? How are we supposed to believe this?
He likes to fish. He loves to play on playgrounds.
Sebastian's not in sports like most kids, so we don't spend ball time at the ballpark. That is,
That's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. All kids don't like sports. Why? I mean, what was the purpose of that?
Sebastian on a mini excavator, and I'm telling him how to do it, and he actually did very good. He pulled up we were ripping up some old shrubs and trees and stuff out of a flower bed, and he puts that bucket real close to the house and right next to a water line, and not one time did he puncture the water line or cause any damage. And he was good at it. He was comfortable.
You know, that's probably because he's highly intelligent. He's an inquisitive kid. He wants to learn how things are done, how they operate, how they work. And he's smart enough to realize I can't get that bucket too close to that house to scrape the brick. Can't get it too far down to catch a water line. So I'm going to have to go right in this one particular area and go so far here and then pull it up. Doesn't sound to me like that's a person that is, his mind hadn't caught up to his body yet. Sorry, Mr. Chris. Not buying that part.
But no, Sebastian's not the type that would run over and jump on a piece of equipment. He knows better.
Well, he don't really care too much for red meat. He likes more of the fish, seafood type of sushi, tofu. He likes tofu steamed, not fried. It's kind of weird, but
Tofu, believe it or not, tofu. He's not a huge steak eater, but
Not
steamed tofu?
fried.
he got turned on tofu because we went to it was either a pho or a Thai restaurant. And we went to have, this was in California. Katie and I went and had, I think it was
Look at him all up in Katie's bubble there, huh? Not.
curry. And
They don't
he,
eat anything even remotely.
yeah,
spicy.
anything spicy, he just like, oh God, no. Pepper, It's like eating habanero pepper to him. I mean, that's how sensitive he is. But he didn't like anything on the menu. She was like, well, I have tofu. And he was like, tofu? And she was like, yeah. So she brought him a piece of it fried and a piece of it steamed for him to try. And he bit in the fried one, and he was like, ugh. But when she let him have the piece of that steamed, I don't think he could get it in his mouth fast enough. And that included the entire cube. It was ridiculous. But ever since then, he's been strung on tofu.
But here's the funny thing. So he's not a huge steak eater. He's really not. He loves fish. He's a huge fish fanatic. He loves like a good smoked salmon. Loves salmon. He'll eat.
We're back to the food. Back to the food. All Katie kept referring to yesterday was food, food, food. It's as if they're in sync.
The tofu, of course. Burgers, he's finicky about his burgers, but he's not a huge steak eater. He can't stand the way I eat my steaks, and I think it might be the huge turnoff to him. He doesn't like condiments that much. He really doesn't.
Anything chocolate? Anything with sugar. Reese's Pieces. Chocolate one, then the birthday cake one, and then his last one he would probably choose is either going to be vanilla or strawberry. Occasionally he'll eat frosted mini wheats, so that's kind of cool. This knucklehead decided one night to eat everything out of the jar, put the lid back on it, set it back in the cabinet, put the spoon in the sink, and then he goes to bed.
Hey, he did one better. My daughter used to eat pickles out of the jar, and she just left her fork in the jar of pickles.
Gets up and you find it, and you're like, "Hey, why did you eat it?" I didn't. Yeah, and the chocolate is all over his face.
However, this 15-year-old boy has managed to outdo everybody. Call him Houdini. He always wanted to be a ninja, and we kept goofing around. Well, he has officially done it because poof, nothing.
There we go, folks. There we go. You know, it just blows my mind. Food. Food, food, food. Pees his pants. Goofy dancer. All the negative. I'm telling you, friends, wait till we go over things tomorrow, because you're going to see a whole different person of who Sebastian really was. It's absolutely sad that his mother and his stepfather, they just couldn't help themselves. All the negative, making him sound like, you know, he was just pathetic. His mind didn't catch up to his body, but yet he can run an excavator. Can't say that word great, but he ran that, didn't hit the wall of the house, and didn't cut the water line. Doesn't sound to me like his mind hadn't caught up to his body. You tell us he can play chess with the best of them. That's not a very young mind. Their description blows my mind. Sebastian was a young kid. He was normal, trying to figure out who he's going to be in life and what good decisions he's supposed to be making compared to the ones that he probably wanted to make. That's all kids. It's sad. So sad. And he lived in their house. Right, Texas Plain Jane says, well, what's wrong with Reese's Pieces? I love them. I mean, good golly, Miss Molly. It just blows my mind because, like I said yesterday, and I used all three of my children as examples of what I would say if somebody asked me to describe my kids. I'm not going to tell you all the things that would embarrass them. I'm going to tell you who they are as a person, who they were when they were young, as their little person that they were. It's amazing to me that my children who were little and had those certain little tiny aspects of their life and what made them just them is still with them today as they're adults raising their own kids. You know, they're young, they make poor choices. We have to be the parents and help them along the way. We have to help them to make those good choices when they're young because they're not adults yet. Speaking of chess, what about the poker game in Westmoreland, Tennessee? Dun, da, da. I don't think it was on Sunday. I think it was on that Friday, wasn't it, Ashley? But yeah, it just blows my mind. The food, all the negative, and just a few good, happy things. Just a few. I'm not going to tell you all the bad about my kids. Every kid growing up has bad times. They have their outburst. And good golly, Miss Molly, when they turn a teenager, they think they are more grown up than you as their parents. It's just a way of life. Nothing good came from Stafford Court. I 100% am with you on that one, Ashley. And TJ says, I still have my outburst in my mind. I'm 17. Oh, it just, I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. I understand that they feel comfortable on those other channels and feel free to talk how they want to. I feel free to talk to you guys and tell y'all about my kids. But I'm not going to make my kids sound pathetic. I'm not going to tell you his embarrassing moments. All the kids that spoke at the vigil for Sebastian didn't talk about him peeing in his pants. That's his mother and stepfather that did that. Yeah, TJ, that should be what this is all called, the night the lights went out on Stafford Court. Or should we say the night she removed the lights. It's very sad. Very, very sad. And like I said, tomorrow we're going to go over Seth's that this this channel has done an amazing job with all three of them, gathering all the things that are said in their description and the ways they talk about Sebastian, and it is night and day compared to these 2. But I honestly believe Sebastian did not have the happiest life those last few months before he went missing. I don't. I do not believe he lived a good life in that home for, I would say, about the last 6 months of him being in that home there. Not after everything I'm hearing. I don't think that his mother and his stepfather are telling us 100% the truth. They're telling us what they want to tell us so that they direct a narrative so that it's positive towards them. You know, one of the bad channels over there shared my video that I did called Threats. The one I had just put out about all the times Mr. Chris had bad things to say and threatening all the different creators and stuff. And guys, it was just a few that I put in there. I didn't put all of it in there. There's lots more of that. And it was like put out in such a bad way to make me look bad. And I'm like, are they going to try to debunk his words? Because that's his words. He said those things about them people. There's no debunking that. I didn't say anything on there. It was 100% his words. I didn't fabricate those words. I didn't AI generate those words in his voice. Those were his words, the words he said. And I didn't even put the worst out there. But yet somehow they want to twist that around and make that into something that's not true. Well, bless their little hearts, because they're about as dumb as they come. Those were his words. And I'm supposed to believe him. I'm supposed to believe his wife, who can't even describe her son without insulting him. He's not even here to defend himself. And you're going to put out all the bad, negative things about him? Oh, hell no. Ain't happening. Sebastian's going to have his day. I feel it in my heart. I pray it every day. That young man deserves to have his story told. And there's going to be a lot of people swallowing some pretty deep, harsh words that they've put out. Because Sebastian's story hasn't yet been told. And it is my opinion that's the reason he's nowhere to be found. Because he had a story to tell. And somehow, conveniently, he goes missing. But there's no evidence of him ever coming home or leaving his house. So, where did you go, Katie, when you left Texas Roadhouse with your son? It's crazy. He wanted the hard questions, Mr. Chris did. He wanted those hard questions. Remember, he said it many a times. Ask them hard questions. Let's get it over with. Well, I've said it here many times as well. Mr. Chris, I got your hard questions. Come on up, big boy. But he won't. He'll just send his little minions into chat and do attacks and, try to be ugly. He's had the link sent to him many, many, many times, but he don't want to answer those hard questions because I'm not a channel that's going to stroke that ego. I want the truth. I have questions. Guys, hang on just a second. Okay, sorry. Just had to blow my nose a little bit. I do want to one more time just say I'm sorry to each of you that had to listen to my rant, my ugly words, my anger that boiled up throughout the day. I apologize. I don't like to be that way, but I will stand up for myself. And you see, people seem to feel like they're entitled to talk about you and your personal experience and grief and stuff like that because they know it'll hurt. I'm not trying to do that to Katie nor Chris. But you see, it's their words that they've put out that make me question everything they've ever said because so much of it has been debunked. So much of it's been proven. So I do have questions. I do have my opinions. And although I try to keep my opinions of other people on this different platforms here, when they can't help themselves but talk about me and they go there, I'm going to reply. I just hate that it got so bad today. And I do seriously 100% apologize to each of you listening. I don't apologize for the words I said because I meant every single one of them. And with that being said, I'm going to say, y'all come back tomorrow. Let's find out who Sebastian really, really, really is. Let's listen to his father as he describes his son in a way that you feel the love. Tomorrow will be much more enjoyable. I promise y'all. Yeah, I'm fixing to go lay down and put a heating pad on my head because my head is really hurting. But definitely, guys, y'all come back tomorrow. Let's finish this out on a good note. Let's listen about Sebastian in a good way. Not repeat stuff. We all know kids like to eat. We know kids have their issues. We know all those things. That's just typical kid stuff. Tell us who he was. But hey, when you don't want people to know who Sebastian really was, because then it would make you look even worse. Now I get it, huh? Maybe that's what some of these creators are doing just as well because they don't want to be looked at. So they go on the attack to make somebody else look worse. I don't know. It don't make sense to me, but it is what it is, and it's what we have to deal with. And I do 100% apologize. But like I say, Don't apologize for what I said. I hope everybody has a super good night. Remember, even those over here on our side sometimes forget it's all about Sebastian. It's not us as creators. It's not subscribers. It's about Sebastian. It's what it should always remain. There should never, ever have to be a time where you have to speak out to defend yourself. It should always be about Sebastian. So let's try to not forget it. Hope everybody has a super great day, and thank y'all for being here. I love y'all so much and appreciate y'all. And until tomorrow, love and hugs, everybody. Good night.